It's now lived in by Ian Perry, a descendant of the Knoxes, his wife Gloria, and a whole panoply of gilded and graceful figures that Gloria has Paverpoled into existence, with wire, fabric, wet clay and imagination. Anyone can do it, Gloria tells me. Paverpol is easy to use. It helps, mind you, if you've been teaching art for most of your adult life, as Gloria has done. We'll return to the Paverpol presently, but first, a chance discovery that Ian and Gloria made when they were renovating Urney Park. It's a lovely lacquered kind of a cover, and inside you have this tiny, tiny hand, and it's all written in pencil.
It is.
Tell me what happened, or you found this somewhere in the house, is that the case?
Well, when I moved into the house, I'd married Ian, my husband. He actually originates from the Knoxes family.
Right.
And this belonged to his grandmother, Katie Knox.
And she was 15 years old, isn't that the case?
That's right.
It says in the front that she was 15 years old in the year what year was it again? 1879. You transcribed the contents of this onto this.
Indeed.
And this wee tiny book fills all these pages here.
It's amazing.
It shows you how tiny the handwriting is, really, isn't it?
And every sentence is loaded with real detail.
Yeah.
It's and gives a flavour of what it was like living in this house, the visitors that they had, and really all about her for 1 year of her life.
The lifestyle seems to me to consist of, I've read over it very briefly, lots of tennis whenever the
lawn
weather was
tennis.
good. Lawn tennis, she calls it.
Absolutely.
When the weather was good.
Yes.
Horse riding.
Yes.
And going to dances in other big houses that weren't home until 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
With Mama.
With Mama, of course.
Indeed, with Mama.
They knew how to party in those days, didn't they?
It was amazing. And quite often then talked about Pickwick and Sultan, the two horses.
The two horses. So it was quite a privileged lifestyle that she led as a 15-year-old daughter of the big house.
I think so.
And yet there were weeks went by, she said, nothing worth reporting this week because nothing happened whatsoever.
That's right.
How can you be a privileged teenager without a PlayStation? Anyway, back to the Paverpol, and I let Gloria explain succinctly what it is.
Paverpol actually originates in Holland.
Right.
It's a textile hardener, and you can use it to harden any natural product. And I say product because I have used things like straw, grass, dried flowers,
right,
or cotton, felt, hessian, any material. And it does dry really rock hard.
Gloria makes the process look fairly simple, with a lot of disguised artistry, I suspect. First, construct your figure with wire. Cover the figure with tin foil to bulk it out. Then cut your fabric into strips. Dip your material into the Paverpol mixture, squeeze it out, and then apply it to your frame. And the more, the better, apparently. Then you have to put your figure aside to dry and bring out the one that you've made earlier. Then you get a stiff brush, some lovely metallic-y paint, and get flicking.
Yeah, and all ages do it, Joe, all ages. I did a nativity set in a local primary school, and these were the young children from the primary school, and they all produced their crib.
And they were also pleased with it as well.
They just loved it. They just loved it. And then I would work with special needs, over 50s group, and they all produced their sculptures.
And equally pleased with it as well.
It's very forgiving. There's people out there that make garden ornaments. There's people that do jewellery with Paverpol. There's people that do hats with Paverpol.
You can make absolutely anything.
You can make anything.